This is James Mathers for the Digital Cinema Society at NAB 2025. I'm here in the Cinnafilm booth, and Ernie Sanchez is going to tell us about some new partnership that they have with NVIDIA. That's great.
Yeah, good to see you, Jim. It's been a year. So we've been asked for a couple of years now, what is our AI strategy? And so we're looking at what the world seems to be gravitating towards, and AI upres is all the rage right now, taking old content or old content, SD content, HD content, up-resing it to UHD. And we were kind of looking through the Rolodex of companies that maybe we want to work with on this project, because it's good to be with other people, right? And we went to our partner we've been with for years, which is NVIDIA. They're the biggest, baddest AI company out there, and they had an SDK that they wanted to work with us on and to maximize the quality that you can get out of it. And so a relationship was born on that front, and we're partnered with NVIDIA. So yeah.
So what are some of the functions?
So what we're leveraging the AI SDK from NVIDIA, it's called the Video RTX SDK, is their deblur or sharpening algorithms as well as their upres. And so what we have found is that when you combine the best of our conventional technology, and I say conventional loosely, it's just what we've been doing for years, right? All the denoise expertise that we have, the upres expertise that we have using our non-AI based technologies. When you combine that with what NVIDIA has, you get kind of the best of both worlds without any of the negative side effects that are affecting generative AI renders today. So
this is what you call iterative instead of generative AI?
Yeah, so generative AI, from my limited knowledge of what is involved with all those training sets, is that you're telling the software, make this upres or make this new frame and make it the way you think it needs to be. So the generative AI will go through its library, its training set, and say, I know what a remote control looks like. It needs to look like this. That's the similar remote control. Let's put this one in there. It recreates your frames. And so I think some artistic quality can be lost with that. Iterative AI, which is what we're doing, that's what the term that we've kind of coined with NVIDIA, is that we're taking the original pixels and through an iterative process making those pixels look as good as possible using AI technology. So we're not going to have any of the issues of hallucinations where eye sockets move or fingers that go from 5 to 6 or 5 to 4. You're not going to have the issues of legalese. You don't have to worry about what was the training set used to generate those images, because we're not using the same approach of we're going to recreate the image based on what we think those objects are. We're taking that image and making it look as good as possible. And when you look at our old upreses versus what we're doing with NVIDIA, it's about, if you're to put a number on it, a 25 to 30% increase in image quality by combining our core technologies with this portion of AI technology from NVIDIA.
So it's HD to 4K, even standard def to 4K, SDR, all those iterations?
Yeah, so the biggest application for it, I think, that the market's going to glom onto is going to be the SD to UHD or the HD to UHD. The tests that we've run for HD to UHD look amazing. The details that we're able to bring out without any fear of hallucinations, it's incredible. And from the SD to UHD, no one's going to believe that something originated as UHD if it came from SD. You just don't have the information. But the good thing about it is, again, we're not going to have the hallucinations. We're going to have quality that is believable. It's believable. I'm not going to say totally believable, but it's going to stand up really well next to the stuff that's been recently acquired at UHD versus that looks completely different than before. So, yeah.
So how do people access this service?
Good question. So this technology is going to be inside our PixelStrings platform. So if you use our SaaS, you can upload content, run it, pull it down, you're done. If you have the on-premises version or the customer infrastructure version of PixelStrings, it's just part of the platform. It's going to be exclusive to what we're doing in PixelStrings. We OEM a lot of our technologies. We're keeping this one to ourselves because we have this partnership with NVIDIA. We need to be nimble with that. We don't have to worry about cycle times to get things deployed into other OEMs. Maybe that will happen later on, but we're going to keep this AI upres and the partnership we have with NVIDIA exclusive to Cinnafilm, so it'll be accessible only in the PixelStrings and in our live product too, but live is a different story. But for file-based stuff, for the creatives out there, it'll be in PixelStrings.
And just to remind people what PixelStrings is, that's a service that you can pay by the minute, pay by the hour.
Yeah, so PixelStrings is all processing on demand based on the run length of your content. If it's a 5-minute video, you're going to be charged for 5 minutes worth of processing. It's not based on the time it takes to compute, it's based on the run length. It's SaaS, sign up for an account, you pay for what you use. If you don't run content, fine, don't pay.
And a fraction of the cost that as if you went to a high-end post house.
Yeah, certainly. Usually it's going to be about a tenth of the cost. So, yeah. And plus, small jobs are welcomed, right? I mean, if you have a minute that you need to process, and that's it. I don't think a post house is even going to mess with that, right? They're just not. It's not part of their business model. They're not going to charge you $5 to do a job. It's not worth it to them. For us, you're doing the work. You're just using the tools that we put up there, and the workflows are very easy to put together. So,
thank you so much, Ernie.
Thank you, Jim. Good to see you.